Hi everyone, this is Instructor J.C. Wagner Romero, Adjunct Professor of Education at Eastern Gateway Community College. This video is for my EDU-210 Section 500 students. This is Children's Literature, Spring Semester 2019. I wanted to make this video as we're entering week 3. There are a few things that I want to make sure that are clear, and I want to acknowledge some trends that I've been noticing as I've been grading some of your weekly discussion posts. So first things first, I want to make sure that everyone is fully aware of the word count requirements for discussion board posts. So each week you're given 2 questions that you need to respond to, and your responses for both questions should be no fewer than 150 words in length, but also no more than 250 words. I always tell students that it shouldn't be below the required guideline, but no more than 100 or so words more than that, simply because I want to make sure that your writing is concise and to the point without it being, or without it consisting of a lot of fluff that often tends to happen in writing. And I am very guilty of it. So I want to make sure that as an instructor, I'm trying to push you all to think in a super concise academic kind of way. Your 2 peer responses, which are due every Friday, should be no fewer than 100 words each. Again, no more than 200 words, just to keep that consistency. So this week is week 3. You all have a lesson plan task that you need to complete. I've had a lot of students who have been saying, I'm not sure how to access the lesson plan template. I don't know where to access the lesson plan grading sheet. When you all go into your weekly assignments folder, that is the folder that has everything outlined that you need to complete for that week, you will see attachments below that. And so one of the things that LoudCloud, it's a new change in the system. So if you're a returning EGCC student, this is a different part of the LoudCloud system. There is above the actual document that you see on the home screen of the weekly assignments folder is a section that says the following files have been uploaded as part of this resource. So below that, there is going to be a tab that you will need to click on, and that tab, once you click on it, will show you all of the attachments that are within that folder. So a few students have emailed me already saying that they haven't been able to find the assignments for this week. If you go again to the weekly assignments folder, above the actual PDF copy of the document, there is a section that says the following files have been uploaded as part of this resource. Click on the little scroll, a little area that you need to scroll on, and then all 4 documents that you need for this week are located there, and that's including your celebration of learning number 1, which is due next week. This is a perfect transition. So I usually give students 2 weeks to work on their celebrations of learning. It is essentially an open book test that you can get an early start on. It takes students a while because it is 100 or so questions. So be sure to get started on that sooner than later so that you have enough time to complete it successfully. All right, the last thing that I wanted to mention, actually there are 2 things. The first thing is going back to discussion boards. A lot of feedback that I've given students is to ensure that you all are using in-text citations or providing textual evidence whenever you are writing your discussion boards every week. Please keep that up. I am going to put a YouTube link in the email where I put this video, where I send it out to you, where you'll be able to see how to properly use APA citations. So again, have a look at the video. I think it's about 3 minutes long, so it shouldn't take you a long time, and it will help you tremendously. I don't want students to lose points just because they haven't properly cited APA, but we want to make sure that as a college, we're keeping to the ethical and professional norms that are expected of academics and students. So, and then the last thing is you all have a lesson plan task that is due this week. Again, I realize many of you have probably not done a formal lesson plan, which is why I am providing you with the lesson plan template. Please don't overthink the template itself. Don't overthink the amount of things that you need to put in each box of the template. Just follow along as best as you can. I provided you with resources on where you can find standards, on how you can create strong lesson objectives, on how you can decide which 21st century skills are appropriate for your particular lesson. So I have tried to ensure that I give you as many resources and explanations as possible that'll help you through this task. I mostly want to see how you implement children's literature into your lessons, how you explain the tasks that you're going to give students to complete in order to ensure that they're mastering these literary pieces. So I want to know how you're hooking them in the main activities that you've got. But also another important piece is how you're testing them, how you're assessing them. What kind of activity or assignment are you giving them that'll help you determine whether or not students have successfully completed that lesson or have mastered the lesson that you're teaching them. So again, as usual, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me. I am here to help, but I figured that this video would probably answer some of the questions that have been lingering in many of your heads. All right, have a great week.